morning, everyone, and welcome into the New Orleans Saints pregame show presented by Harrah's New Orleans. I'm Caroline Gonzalez, joined by John DeShazier here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome as your 3-1 New Orleans Saints take on the 2-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers at noon today for the first NFC South divisional game of the season. Now, the Saints are coming off of back-to-back wins against Dallas and the Seattle Seahawks without Drew Brees at quarterback. They had Teddy Bridgewater at quarterback. The first time the team has won without Drew Brees. Now, Tampa Bay is also coming off of an exciting game after dropping a franchise record 55 points over the Los Angeles Rams. Now, of course, with that being said, JD, that means the Saints defense is going to have to step up again this week.
Well, the good thing for the Saints is they know a little bit of a blueprint. They had a fantastic game plan against Dallas, and I think the thing that they most talked about was communication. When they're on the right page communication-wise together as a group, they can be a formidable defense. Only allowed 257 yards against Dallas, 10 points, a phenomenal defensive performance. Obviously, they're going to have to do it again, but they seem to have the ingredients to be able to do it.
Of course, and a matchup that we'll be looking for this weekend is Marshawn Lattimore against Mike Evans. Now, we know these two have history together, but we're hoping for a good performance out of Marshawn Lattimore today. He spoke a little bit about this matchup earlier in the locker room this week.
So it's just on me to stay locked in. So when they come at me, I'll be right on point. That's how I was doing, this past game. But the past, three, they're not coming my way. But, they end up catching me when I was slipping, when I was sleeping out there. But, that's when my coach came to me and said, just play every play, one play at a time, so you can stay focused, stay locked in, and be consistent. That's what I did, and that was the results of it this past
I know the
Sunday.
Saints and everyone here in the Superdome was excited to see Sheldon Rankins out there again for the Saints, and he'll be back again, of course, this week, and I know the Saints are looking forward to having them back on the squad.
Well, the good thing is he's back. The bad thing for Saints fans, he ain't Wolverine, okay? He's not just going to come back and jump right into it. He's got to work his way back into it. But we saw some flashes from him last week of being the Sheldon Rankins that we're accustomed to seeing.
Of course, Sheldon spoke earlier in the locker room this week, and we'll go ahead and hear what he had to say.
I did good. Like I said, rusty, as to be expected. I haven't played a real football game in 8 months, so a little rusty, but the more I played, the more I, felt my way through the rust and, just continue to improve. And I'll continue to improve each time I'm out there.
Yeah, how many snaps did you go? Were you winded?
No. Cardio-wise, I was good. It's just, you can't replicate that speed. Can't replicate those movements any other way than playing actual football in a live game.
Now, the Saints offense has always been something for teams to reckon with, and recently it's been a team effort. Special teams, defense, everyone has had to step up, but we know the Saints offense wants to improve going into this game today.
Yeah, I think they've had a little bit of growing pains as they try to adjust to Teddy Bridgewater. This has been the most explosive offense in the NFL since Drew Brees came to town with Sean Payton in 2006. These last couple of games, only averaging 285 yards a game in those victories. They want to be more productive offensively, obviously. They need to be more productive offensively. Yes, it's a well-balanced team. Yes, you win all around. But this offense is accustomed to carrying its load, its share of the water. And right now, it's just isn't quite there. They missed out on some big plays. They said they had some shot plays called against Dallas. Dallas just happened to call the right defense for them. So hopefully a little bit more success offensively today.
Now, Teddy Bridgewater and Teron Armstead talked a little bit about that production earlier this week.
For the most part, it's just finishing those drives with touchdowns. We understand that it's a 4-point play when you're down there. You get a field goal or a touchdown, it's a 4-point swing. So, it's one of those deals where you just want to have that aggressive mindset, but at the same time, understand that you have points on the board. So, when we get in the red zone, we just want to be more efficient.
I think we're doing a lot of things well. Moving the ball efficiently and effectively. I can't really just point out to us just being stagnant as an offense. I think we've been able to move the ball, but it comes down to points. And we've got to score touchdowns. And eliminating the negative plays will be the number one factor.
Now, you talk about different areas of this team having to step up. A main area of this team is the special teams. Thomas Morstead, Deontay Harris, Will Lutz, all have been very impactful for this Saints team, and we hope to see that continue today.
You'll be hard-pressed to find a better special teams unit than the Saints right now. Thomas Morstead, the punter, NFC Special Teams Player of the Month, 17 punts, 46.3 yards per punt, and 11 down inside the 20. And Morstead thought that Will Lutz would be the NFC Special Teams Player of the Month because Will Lutz was 11 of 12 on his field goals, including a 58-yard game winner as time expired. And then Deontay Harris gives the Saints a returner that they have not had probably since Darren Sproles in 2013. I said it before, I'll say it again. He's electrifying, averaging 13 yards a punt, plus he has a punt return for a touchdown already, and 25 yards per kickoff return. So they have all three phases working right now. And let's not forget that the Saints cover units have been outstanding behind Justin Hardy and JT Gray. Those guys have done the job. So all kudos belong to that unit right now because they're clicking in every phase.
Hope to see another all-around team win from the Saints today. A special tribute today going on at halftime. Will Smith, the late Will Smith, will be inducted to the Ring of Honor here in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Sean Payton talked a little bit earlier this week about Will Smith and the person he was.
You know, a lot of it depends on the relationship you might have had. You know, the team's different now. It's great to have his family in. And, you know, I said this at the beginning of the week, you know, he was as good a player as he was, and he was fantastic. He was that good of a leader. You know, we miss him every day, and it's an honor that is much deserved.
We're all looking forward to that induction. We will carry that induction right here on NewOrleansSaints.com, the Saints app, Facebook. We will have that Ring of Honor induction here live, so be sure to tune back in at halftime. And of course, you can watch the game today at noon on Fox 8. You can also listen in on WWL 870 AM. Again, that game will kick off at noon of today. For Caroline Gonzalez, John DeShazier, thanks so much for joining us on the New Orleans Saints pregame show presented by Harrah's New Orleans.